What's up, everybody? It's Indigo, and I am back with another quarter hunt. I have two boxes right now. I'm not sure if they're going to be one hunt or two, but I'll be hunting this, just looking for silvers and West Points at first, and then I will be transferring the coins to scope into this style box, since the flat style. But this, I'm kind of going to go through these pretty quick, and then I'll put them where they were in this box as far as what roll number, and then I will go ahead and scope everything from this box at the end. Let you know when I found them or what roll they were in or whatever. And I may do just the one box depending on how many finds we have. I may do both for this video. So hang on and let's see what is in this box. Roll number 2 is going to give us our first couple finds. Got this 2021 Washington crossing the Delaware that's got a major struck through grease going on. So you see down here on the bottom and off to the right hand side there's a lot of that kind of starburst pattern. That is a strike through mint grease. I will check and see if it's a double die, but also it's really, really nice Maine state quarter. So definitely one to check against my album. Does have a few marks on it, but I am trying to fill that one up just through circulation. So I will hold that one off to the side, and I will bring you in on the next one. Roll number 3, and we're going to have two more finds. Got a 2019 West Point and another really nice state quarter, a Hawaii out of Philadelphia. So hold that one off to the side. And this West Point, I have not seen the design yet, but San Antonio Missions. So West Point in roll number 3, the streak continues. Let's see if there's any more in here. Bring you in on the next one. All right, and that is the hunt for the box. So there are the scoping stacks, and there's probably doesn't really show depth very well, but it's probably about, I don't know, between 30 and 40% of each roll. Had quite a few really, really nice state quarters that I'll check against the album. Got some that have a little bit of toning on it. Looks like it may have come out of an album, but that is pretty much it. Had one potential broad strike here, so 86p, not in great shape. I think it's mostly just a misaligned obverse die. And then we had this one, which was, if I can get it to focus, an 87p. Looks like it was struck through grease a little bit. The N and the T and R are almost completely obliterated, as is the date. But that was pretty much it for finds. We did have the one West Point quarter, and we did have the other, I believe it was a misaligned obverse die as well, but I'll go ahead and get scoping these, and I'll bring you back in. Working my way backwards on the scoping, roll number 49 is going to give us a little bit of doubling right there. So minor DDR. If it's listed, I will throw it up right here, and I will try to do that for the rest of the finds. So see you at roll number 1, hopefully. Roll number 47 is going to give us a Saratoga with a little bit of doubling down here in the saber handle. Now I will pause to put that up there, see if this is one's listed or not. Bring in on the next one. Kind of a lull there, and all the way down to roll number 41 before we had our next find. And we got a little tiny, very, very minor double die in the hair there. And this one is a Bessie Coleman. So very minor double die. Hopefully there's something else in these next 40 rolls. Roll number 40 is going to give us a Fort McHenry with, looks like a little bit of doubling right here, here, and here. Possibly a little bit right up here. And maybe even a little bit on the two bottom stripes of the flag there. I'll have to clean this off, but it kind of looks like those two pieces of the flags are doubled, and I will dip this one in some acetone and hopefully show it to you at the end for the end of the box wrap up. But nice little double die on a Fort McHenry. Bring in on the next one. Roll number 39 is going to give us two more finds. This one is a Anime Wong with a little bit of doubling in the hair, so you can see it right in through here. Got maybe a little tiny bit in the ponytail down here and here, and there's some on the D of In God We Trust. Doesn't look like there's any on the T though, and I don't see any on the date. So minor double die there. And then even more minor is an Eleanor Roosevelt with this little tiny bit right there, and that might be it might be what am I trying to think of? Machine doubling, because it kind of looks like it gets a little bit thinner, but there are some double dies on these strings for the scale here. So this one may or may not be a double die. I'd have to look at it a little bit further. But if it is, it's only on this one side, and it's only on those two portions of the scale. So actually, I think looking at it now, it looks like it's a little bit doubled. But who knows? I'll look at it a little bit more. I'll throw up here what I think it is, and I will bring you in on the next one. Roll number 33 is going to give us an Edith Kanaka Ole with looks like a little bit of doubling on the bottom of E pluribus there. Those letters look like they're a little bit notched maybe. And then you get over here, right here as well. So don't think this one's listed, but looks like a very, very minor double die on this Edith Kanaka Ole. So I will bring you in on the next one. Just got done going through roll number 29 of this box and got a really heavily struck through Greece, Wyoming. And I'm sorry my voice sounds odd. I am sick. I've been sick for the better part of 3 weeks now, and this has been a long time getting back to this box. So got another find that I missed on the initial hunt, but a nice struck through Greece, Wyoming. So bring in on the next find. Almost 10 straight rolls with absolutely nothing, and finally have a little tiny bit of a DDR right here on a Maria Tall Chief. So very, very minor DDR. Nothing in those last 10 rolls except for that. So I will bring you in hopefully on the next find or at the end of the box wrap up. Just got done scoping roll number 4, and we finally have another double die. We have a minor window doubling on a 2016 Harper's Ferry. This one's not in not a fantastic double die, but it is a double die. So only 2 finds in the first half of this box, and I've only got 3 more rolls to go. So let's see what we can scratch out maybe before the wrap up, and I'll bring you back in. Roll number 3 is going to give us another Harper's Ferry with a little bit of doubling. This one's a little bit better. I have not looked it up. I can't tell if that's, may have to dip it in some acetone. I think it's just trash. It doesn't look like it's doubled through that doorway, but got another Harper's Ferry and 2 rolls left. Bring you back in on the next one. Last roll, or actually first roll of the box, is going to give us a Jovita Idar with a little bit of doubling in this hair curl there. Nothing anywhere else to speak of, and it's kind of light for a double die, but it is doubled in that whole secondary curl there. So ended up the second half of the box, only had 4 more finds. This one's extremely minor, but let me get all this together and I will bring you in for an end of the box wrap up. All right, and that's all the finds from the box. So a little bit light for a normal hunt, but ended up with 5 of the American women's quarters with a little bit of minor double die obverse, either in the hair, the motto, or the date. We did have this one Eleanor Roosevelt. As you can see, it's got a little bit of doubling in the chords there for the scales, and a little bit on the main bar of the scale. That one I believe is unlisted. If not, I will put it up here, even if it is. Put it right here. Had 3 of the Harper's Ferries with some minor doubling. So we had this one right here, probably the most minor of the 3. Had this one, which was the last one we found. And then again, very, very minor on those first and last one there. Middle one's probably the best. Also had the Fort McHenry with the doubling in the starburst there. So that was pretty cool. Not in great shape. And then the Saratoga with doubling down here in the saber handle. Had 2 of these heavily struck through grease coins. This first one, Washington crossing the Delaware. And then the second one, which I originally missed, is this Wyoming. Also heavily struck through grease. And then, of course, the find of the hunt is the West Point, the San Antonio Missions. So, not a bad hunt by any stretch. Not a great hunt either, but not a bad one. Anytime you can come away with a West Point in a box, 5 years on or 6 years on now, it's pretty good day. So if you made it this long, thanks for watching. This took me close to 3 weeks to film because I got sick. Sorry about that. I will be trying to catch up on content here as we get into the new house. But if you enjoyed this one, please hit that thumbs up. Please subscribe, and thanks for watching. To further illustrate how long and how far out of it I am, I have this stack of really pretty, or several stacks of really pretty state quarters here, and I almost forgot to check them against the album. So let me go ahead and do that off camera, and I'll bring you back if I have any additions or upgrades. All right, I ended up with 6 additions to the book. We ended up adding the Pennsylvania out of Philly, which is probably not in the best shape, but it is kind of in that high AU, low mint state range. We upgraded the South Carolina out of Philly, and this is the one that came out of it. And as you can see, it's got a few more marks on the obverse. This one, I'm not in love with the luster, but the coin itself is clean. A little bit of an upgrade there. Nothing on the second page. Only a few holes left there. On the third page, we added, let's see, which ones did we add here? We upgraded the Maine out of Philly. So this is the one that came out of it. And it had that big hit right in front of the obverse, and it's got a few on the bust. This one was just a little bit cleaner. Still got a few hits, but still pretty nice coin. And added the Wisconsin out of Denver, which, again, this one's just an AU, but it was at least nice enough to fill the hole for now. Moving on to the next page, we didn't have any from 2005. Upgraded the Philadelphia, Colorado there. Just an absolute luster bomb on the reverse, kind of hard to get in the album now. But the one that came out of it was very nice as well, except it had that big kind of distracting mark out in front of the field there. So upgraded that one and added the Nebraska out of Philadelphia. Not perfect, but definitely mint state, as you can see there. And then moving on, we added the Philadelphia, Montana, which again, it's got some kind of ugly tone to it. But the marks are relatively light, so nice AU coin there. Moving down, and then 2008, we had 2 additions. We had the New Mexico out of Philadelphia and the Arizona out of Philadelphia. Both of these are actually really nice coins. New Mexico maybe a little bit weaker, and then that Montana I showed you earlier, it's a pretty nice coin. So overall, not missing too many left in this the state quarter Dansko that has been filled completely from circulated coin roll hunts. So no coin in here has been bought or pulled out of a mint set or anything strange like that. Everything in here is
going on 26 years now, 26 years old, and has been in circulation or somebody's collection and they dumped it back into circulation. So pretty good look for a book for face value. So if you enjoyed this, again, please hit the thumbs up and thank you for watching.